Hi, welcome to Hallies Creations. Down here you're going to see the board that we're going to be working off of to do your jewelry share. Also, I'm showing you the different beads. I use glass and stone. I don't use plastic that often unless it's something I have on hand, just do like a lanyard or something like that. So anyway, what we're going to do is lay out your beads on the board the way you like. Make your style. And then once you have them beaded, we're going to run the wire through it. Super easy. You just string it through. And now that it's strung through and you have your pennant on there in the center, and you're using your little measurements on the side. And after a while, you won't need to do this. I can sit there and make these and pound them out while I'm watching TV without the board usually. But for learning, it's good to have the board. Here I'm showing you the little barrel that I use to do the crimping with. And you also see the little tube down there. And I'll show it further in the video as well. But what you want to do when you string it through, you're going to string it through, wrap it onto your toggle end, string it back through, and now you're going to use the crimpers to crimp it down. Super easy. Takes a little practice, so don't get yourself all worked up if it comes out wonky the first few times. Been there, done that, and it happens. But after you practice and you do it a few times, it comes out pretty smooth and easy. Make sure you want it crimped really tight. So what I do is I put it in the back side of that crimper, and then I'll bring it up to the top of the crimper, and I'll snug it down some more. So here I'm showing you how it looks. And we're giving a little wiggle room. You don't want it too tight to where it's going to snap and break later on. You want to be able to use and manipulate it. And then we're going to run it through a couple of beads. That's what I do. Just the wire. You're like, run what? Run the wire through a couple of the beads, and then you're going to trim it really close to that second or third bead. That way you've got a little bit of room on there if it does give a little bit. Because sometimes when you make a necklace, you'll pull on it and you'll make it loose, and then you can have that little wire to tug it back down and snip it back down again. Especially when you're first learning how to do it, that it's a possibility that it's going to happen. But practice makes perfect, and the more you do it, the easier, I promise, it gets. So here I'm just showing you how I have the cute little end on there, and then it's going to cover up this little bit of that little barrel, and I give it, you know, that little wiggle room. And then when you do the other end, you're going to do the same exact thing, but you want to make sure that your beads are all the way on that wire, because sometimes you won't be paying attention and you haven't really ran them down all the way. So here what I'm doing, if you're going, what is she doing? I pre-strung all this, so I taped my ends for they would be ready for the share, for we wouldn't be here all day putting the beads on. That one's pretty self-explanatory. So I'm just trimming the tape off. And that's another little thing you can do if you're sitting there relaxing, watching a program, whatever, and you just want to string some beads. You can do that, have them ready to go, and then later on you can go in and put the little barrel and the end toggles on. Also, I do that. Here's the little barrels I told you about. And you can get them in the different colors. Amazon sells actually the pack with 3 different colors: the silver, the gold, and the bronze. But with that being said, what I want to share to you, what I'm showing you is I put this toggle on wrong, and I went back and I fixed it. It doesn't go through the loop. There's actually like a little thing on the back of it that you run it through. So I redid it. See, I make mistakes too. I was like, something's funky here. So I went through and I redid it again. And what worked out good for me is that because I do leave that little bit of wire, I was able just to undo it, fix it, and put it back on. Easy peasy. Another thing I do as well, as you're going to see this on future shares, is what I've started to do is, especially when I was sharing earlier on my other videos, and I posted on my community post that it's super hot out here in Arizona. So I have been in my air-conditioned home. My studio is air-conditioned, but it doesn't get as cool as my home does. So I've been doing a lot of pre-stringing where I could do shares, my pen, where I could do shares, future shares for you and have them ready to go. So here what I'm doing is I'm showing you again how I ran through the squirrel. Ran it through the couple of the beads, and then I trimmed it nice and close to that bead. You don't want that wire hanging out in the back because it will itch your back. It will poke you. And if you do have that happen, just go through and trim it down just a smidge more. But here it is. It's pretty easy peasy to make. Not that hard. There's going to be more jewelry shares coming up for sure, and they'll be basically showing you how to do the lanyard with the eyeglass holder and some other different things like that. But I wanted to show you the technique. Happy birthday, Susie. This one's yours. I made this for a friend of mine. That's how come I chose the colors I did. Her vision's not as great as a lot, but she likes bright colors, and so I wanted to make something that she could thoroughly enjoy, and that looked cool too. So there you go. And until next time, be looking for more videos. Remember, don't forget to subscribe and set your notify, because I will be posting more videos, and that gives you the opportunity to see them first. And check out my playlist, because I do art all the way to crafts to DIY. So there's all kinds of fun things you can learn how to do. And I have the next one coming up on jewelry. Will be a necklace and a bracelet, and I might even do an anklet. Beachy type theme. I've already got them strung. I just have to edit and upload. And then I'm getting back in my studios and I'm starting to do my painting. Yay! So until next time, have a good day and a better tomorrow. May the Lord bless you, keep you. Peace out. Bye.